I don't know if I've ever talked about The Sopranos on this channel before, but anyway, hell yeah, I love The Sopranos. My dad and I watched it first run, and even after I moved out, we would still get together every Sunday to watch the new episodes, and I've rewatched it several times since then. But with this prequel film, The Many Saints of Newark, it's decent. I'm glad I saw it once. Don't really need to see it again. There are great scenes in this movie. Whenever I'd be losing interest in the many plots in this, something really cool would happen that would pull me back into it. The casting is for the most part spectacular, from Vera Farmiga to Corey Stoll. There's performances here that are uncanny to how they are in the show, and you 100% believe it. I do love Michael Gandolfini in this, even though he's really not in the movie very much. If you're going into this thinking it is through and through about a young Tony Soprano, he is a very minor supporting character. But it is chilling how much he is like his dad in the film, and I completely bought it. The movie is a Dicky Moltisanti movie, which honestly I was cool with. I love this character in the film. I loved seeing a movie that shows what he was really like versus the stories Tony would tell in the TV series. Alessandro Nivola is excellent. I dug any time he was on screen, and he really made this one of my favorite characters in a movie this year. But god damn it, this is a movie that should be great, and really it's just okay. The movie is cluttered. It got over halfway through, and I don't even know if I could have told you what it was about. Yeah, we've got Dickie as the lead, but then we're following this person, then we're following that person. Now it's this plot line, now it's that plot line. It's random and wildly unfocused. For a majority of it, I couldn't even tell what act we were in or how far into the story we were. There's too many characters here, which would be fine if you had a whole season to dedicate to these stories, but it feels like a lot that's been condensed into a 2-hour movie. That even some of the movie's great scenes just feel like they kind of end prematurely. And as great as 98% of the casting was, there were a couple of characters that were younger versions from the show that felt like somebody doing an impression on a comedy sketch. The movie would give little time to the more interesting characters, but a lot of time to characters that I didn't give a rat's ass about. It feels like half of the movie is a Sopranos prequel, and the other half is setting up for a potential new series, and god did I not care about that. That's not why I'm here. I don't give a shit about most of these new characters. Though if you do make a new television series based on the young Tony Soprano, that I would watch. And some of the choices were weird, like having Christopher Moltisanti narrated a few times in the movie. I'd forget he was doing that because it would start out with him narrating it quite a bit, then an hour would go by without it, so when he came back, I was like, oh right, that's a thing we were doing. When the movie was over, yeah, I got a chill down my spine when the theme music kicks in, even if it does end on kind of a corny shot. And then I sat there listening to that great theme, thinking, I don't really know what the point of this movie was. Like, unnecessary is fine, because you could still get a great movie out of it, but unfortunately, like I said, it's just stuffed with too many ideas that makes it a bit much for a 2-hour movie. I don't know what to give this. I'm ranging between a B- because while it had problems, I was invested enough in our lead that I didn't want to get up to use the restroom because I really didn't want to miss anything. And it is fun pointing at things you recognize. But I guess I'll give it a C+ because yeah, while it is playing in theaters, it is also on HBO Max, and really, you're better off just watching it at home. And as great as some scenes in it are, and how pretty cool and bleak the look of the movie is, it really is a disappointment. On the plus side, it's way better than Addams Family 2. Okay, subscribe to our channel today, plus click the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.